Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Woo! Wait a minute. Hey. Hey. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back with a new video. As y'all guys can see, I came in with this banger from Pharrell and Rihanna, and it's crazy because when I heard this song, I was like, yo, I heard it maybe about a week ago, and I was like, yo, I gotta open the new video with this joint. This joint is crazy because the beat just make you want to move. Like, y'all saw when my shoulder was like, yo, that joint is so funky. But the joint is called Lemon by Nerd and Rihanna. Yo, you can find the joint everywhere, streaming, whatever you want to, you know what I'm saying? But the song is on the charts somewhere. It's definitely high on the charts for real when the last time I looked. So y'all can check that out, whatever. But y'all, I am back with current R&B bangers for this week. Yo, but hold on a minute. This Thursday, I will be making my debut on the radio, y'all. I am so excited. I will be bringing current R&B bangers to the radio. I will be on The Goodness. It's from 2 to 4. It will be on 89.1 FM. You can get it on iHeartRadio. But I'm going to put all the info on the More Info box, y'all. It feels so good because I'm going to be on The Goodness every last Thursday of the month. And I'm just going to be doing my top 5 R&B soul joints of the month. So I'm basically bringing current R&B bangers to the radio. But, you know, I'm still going to be doing videos. That's not going to stop. The videos are not going to stop. It's just I'm going to have to pick my favorites of the 5 and talk about them on the radio. But I'm going to still talk about other artists on the radio because just the reason why I do current R&B bangers is the reason why I'm on The Goodness, because I feel like we have so many R&B artists that deserve shine, and we're getting sick of hearing the same people on the radio all the time representing R&B, and with the mainstream world trying to feed the audience that real R&B is not here and nobody's doing it anymore, and that is not true. And that's why I'm so glad that D, you know, put me on his platform so I can give other artists shine, you know what I'm saying? So y'all check out The Goodness, man. 89.1 iHeartRadio, Thursdays from 2 to 4. Y'all know I'm gonna be bringing me. I'm gonna bring my craziness. I wish y'all can actually see me drinking, but I can't because it's gonna be on the radio. But it's all good because y'all know I'm gonna have the cup on the side. Y'all know what it is. But let's get into current R&B bangers. Y'all, I got 5 for y'all this week. Y'all, but y'all know what it is. I still got to talk on how I'm still fighting to keep R&B soul for it to get its respect on mainstream. So, you know, I want the masses to stop saying that R&B is dead, because it's not. And, you know, here on Junior's World of Soul and current R&B bangers, we prove to mainstream every week that there's R&B artists out there that deserve shine. And also there's R&B music that's still out there. Real R&B music is still getting made, and there's still real talent out there. So, yo, y'all know I got to go on a little rant before I start it. So let's get into this, you know what I'm saying? So starting with the first joint of this week is a banger coming from my boy PJ Morton, whose Gumbo album was a favorite of mine in 2017, actually my second favorite album of 2017, and now he's nominated for 2 Grammys, for Best Song and for Best R&B Album, which is so dope because this brother represents R&B soul the right way, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even about the sales of his album, it's just the quality of the music. It just felt so good, you know what I'm saying? So that's what real music is. And, you know, a highlight of 2017 for me was actually interviewing, you know, PJ Morton on my brother's podcast, 5B podcast, and we interviewed PJ Morton, and we talked to him, and I really told him how much I really admire his music and how he represents R&B soul. It was such a big deal for me. But you know, this Gumbo album, he had some, you know, he had a couple of videos from me. He had Claustrophobic, Everything's Gonna Be Alright with the Hammertones and BJ the Chicago Kid, Go Through Your Phone, and all those joints I talked about on current R&B bangers. I even talked about How Deep Is Your Love, his cover of the Bee Gees. So that album was a favorite of mine, but he's finally bringing out the song that starts off the album that he's actually nominated for Best R&B Song, and this joint is called First Begin. Now, when you listen to this song and it opens the album, you can tell PJ Morton was really, really influenced by Stevie Wonder, and it gives you, you know, I told him when I talked to him about this song, I said when I first heard it, I got First Finale, I got music in my mind, I got Inner Visions, I got Songs in the Key of Life. It just gave you that vibe. And he was like, yo, I'm inspired by Stevie and all that good stuff. But, you know, since the song is he's about to bring out the video, I said, why not use First Begin as the first joint on Current R&B Bangers. If you haven't heard it and you've been under a rock, the joint goes a little something like this. Here we go. Yes! Feeling again. Where the world when we first began. Woo! First begin. I could sing this whole joint, yo. I love this joint. And how to open an album like Gumbo. Yo, it was amazing. And yo, I cannot wait for this video. Yo, this song is everything. I really hope that he gets, it doesn't even matter. I want him to win a Grammy for this album. He can win for Best Song. He can win for Best R&B Album. It doesn't even matter. He deserves either one of them, y'all, for real. So, yo, PJ, yo, if you're watching this, yo, I think I told you already, but your album is amazing. You represent R&B the right way, R&B soul. The quality of your music is amazing. And I told you when I spoke to you in the interview, face to face, I said, you got a fan for life with me, because it's not even about the quantities that you sell, but if you can touch somebody, and your album definitely touched me. So y'all, if y'all get a chance, if you haven't listened to it, yo, please go listen to the Gumbo album. This album is everything. And then First Begin just starts off the album and it's just smooth. And if you can't feel this, then I don't know what to tell you. But this song is everything. But y'all look out for the video. It comes out sometime this week. And that's First Begin, or PJ Morton's Gumbo. And that's the first joint on Current R&B Bangers. Now, the next artist is a brother that I talked about on Current R&B Bangers last year. I'm talking about Justin Garner. And he's from New Orleans, just like PJ Morton is. And I talked about his EP, Into the Wild. There was 3 songs that I talked about on Current R&B Bangers. Yo, and all 3 of them is dope. So to give y'all a sample of kind of what his flavor is, I'm going to give y'all the samples of each song. So this song is called How to Love a Woman, and this is how I was introduced to his music. So here we go. Love a woman, how to love a woman, how to love a woman. Woo! Come on, them finger snaps is everything. I love that about the joint. But that was the song that I was introduced to Justin over that song, and I talked about it, and that joint just knocked. So that was the first joint. The next joint is more of an up-tempo record, and I talked about this on Current R&B Bangers. It's entitled Work For It, and I love it. And here we go. You're gonna make me work for it. Woo. You know, like that joint kind of gave me like a Usher, like doing the Raymond verse Raymond and looking for myself type of vibe. Like it has that mainstream joint vibe to it, but it still rocks. You know what I'm saying? It still has that R&B that you can still kind of groove to it, and that's what I liked about it. So I had to talk about that on Current R&B Banger. So that's the second joint that I talked about with Justin. I love this joint as well because one of my best friends, Nikita, I remember when I introduced her to his music and we played this in the car, and I could just remember her just swaying to the side while she was driving, and I was like, oh, she likes it. She likes it. Because let me tell you something. My friend Nikita, she loves music, but she's more of the balladeer type. She likes ballads. So when you get her liking a fast song and she like, oh, I like this, it's like, oh, she likes it. Cool. So that was work for it. And then the next joint is entitled Castle. Now, this song is dope. Like, this song is dope, and I had to talk about this because I listened to his EP. I think the EP had like 7 songs on it, and I talked about 3 of them, so that's how hot it was. So here is Castle. Nice, beautiful ballad, but here we go. Yo, like, I be trying, but yo, this song is so beautiful. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful record. But y'all really go check out his EP, Into the Wild. That's how I was really introduced to him. And you kind of got his sound. He made a lot of other stuff. If you check out his Spotify, like, he got other albums, but I was introduced by Into the Wild, and I still play it now, and I still need to learn the words. It sucks when it comes to songs. Some songs I know, some songs I don't. I know the chorus and all that, but it's all good. But y'all check out his EP, Into the Wild. Like, this dude is really dope. But last week, he brought out a new joint, which he entitled it What's Love Without Heartbreak, and it's the single. And I didn't know where he was going to come. Were we going to get something fast? Were we going to get something slow? But this song is definitely, it gives you a mainstream vibe for real, but you still have that R&B and that soul because Justin does sing. You know what I'm saying? But this song is so real because I think everybody can relate to this because, come on, without love, you know what I'm saying, there's gonna be heartbreak when you fall in love. It just is what it is. You're gonna be hurt by love. And this song is just so real, you know what I'm saying? That's what really got me with the record. So his new joint is titled again, What's Love Without Heartbreak? And it goes a little something like this. Don't give up. It's love. Woo! So it's a nice little mid-tempo, but yo, the song is so real, y'all, for real. And I really want y'all to check this song out. He even did a visual to it. I'm going to put that in the more info box, but it's on Spotify. It's on YouTube. Y'all really, really support this brother. I like what he's doing. He's young. You know what I'm saying? He's actually married. But yo, this song is just dope for real. So What's Love Without Heartbreak? Justin Garner, yo, please support this brother. Because if I'm going to talk about somebody on Current R&B Bangers and I'm going to continue to talk about them, they're dope. So I'm telling y'all, check them out. What's Love Without Heartbreak? It's on Spotify. It's on all your streaming, you know, Apple, all that good stuff. So that's the second joint on Current R&B Bangers. And support this guy because that's some real singing for real. Now, the next artist is actually a group. They're a female duo, and their names are APlus. I like that name, to say APlus. And you singing, you got to prove something to me. And I actually discovered them from one of my favorite websites, YouKnowIGotSoul.com. And according to YouKnowIGotSoul.com, they're from Detroit. And they actually worked with artists like Beyonce, Mary J. Blige, Sierra. And they even worked on Tamar's The Makings of You. They worked on that, I guess, did a little background work on it and all that good stuff. So, you know, for me, when I see somebody, y'all know I want my, you know, artists to be credible. So I have to go back and listen to them. And I found the performance of Doom doing Pride Over Me on this morning show. And let me tell you something. One of the girls was playing the piano and the other was singing. Let me tell you something. I was like, these girls are bad. The voices, the gospel voices was there. And just the piano. And that's what I like. You just playing the piano and your voice and you're showing your talent, you got me. So once I went to that performance, I'm going to put that performance in the more info box as well. Then I went back and I went and listened to their song, Strangers. And let me tell you something. The holy oil was needed. For real. And this song is dope. And here we go. It goes a little something like this. Let these sisters sing for y'all. Here we go.
Just make up, but you sleep instead. I look in your face and you know what I see. Someone I don't know looking at me. All these strangers feels like strangers to me. All these strangers, we're getting strangers to me.
Yeah! Woo! Come on, y'all. You can't tell me y'all not feeling that. Them harmonies, crazy, man. Like, this song is dope, man. And like I always say, the computers is not singing for them. Give me raw vocals and the piano. And that's what they did with this song. And that's why, yo, I love when talent shines through, yo. For real, like, when it came to the 90s, yo, it was all about, yeah, the music and the beat got you, but we heard some real vocals that came from the church. And you know these ladies came from the church. And they got that freaking church piano playing too. Come on, yo. You can't get no better than that, yo. For real, I'm going to be following them. And to name themselves A+, that's the right name because they're giving them A+ vocals. So I really, really going to start following them. I'm going to put all their social media information in the more info box. Follow them. You know, they're dope. And I'm also going to put that live performance of Pride Over Me that they did. It was just amazing. So the next joint is entitled Strangers by A+. Now, the next artist is an R&B vet. He's from the group 112. I'm talking about Daron Jones. Now, 112 is off their dope album, Q, Mike, Slim, and Daron. And I talked about that album and a couple of their songs on Current R&B Bangers. That album is dope. If you haven't checked out that album, I recommend it. It was dope. For real, one of my favorite albums of last year. But Daron was also releasing solo joints as well. I remember I talked about one of his joints that he brought out maybe 2 years ago. It was entitled The Way We Used to Be. And yo, the joint is dope. And if you haven't heard it, give y'all a little sample. And it goes a little something like this. Woo! The way we used to be. Come on. Woo! Come on, y'all. It got a nice little groove to it. Like I said, to give you that little shoulder. Come on. Hey, hey. That joint is dope. And this song brings back so many memories for me, y'all, because it's crazy. His song was one of the first songs that I talked about when I actually started Current R&B Bangers 2 years ago. He was one of the first artists that I talked about. And it's crazy to think that exactly 2 years later, I'm actually talking about a song that he brought out, which is crazy. It's just a memory. It's just crazy of how the way Current R&B Bangers has brought me. It's just an idea that I thought about while a snowy day when we weren't able to go to work, and I was like, yo, I want to start doing current R&B bangers to show people there's other R&B out there than the ones on the radio. And it's crazy, 2 years later, I'm talking about Daron and another song that he just brought out a week ago. And then how everything just evolved. It's just a beautiful thing, but I don't even want to get all emotional. This is about Daron's song. But he just brought out a song, like I said, a week ago. And I like it because it's a different sound. And it sounds like nothing that's on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And we need different sounds because everything is starting to sound the same. And this song sounds so different, but it still has a nice vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? And Daron has soul, and he brings the soul to the song, and it still has that little current flavor. So the song is called Say Something, and it's fly. It's fly as heck. So here we go. Y'all see, I'm already ready to rock to it, right? I had to say something. I had to say something. Woo! Woo! Come on, yo. Like, it sounds so different. Like, I haven't heard anything on the radio that sounds like that. But you can still groove to it. Still have a nice groove to it. I can see my mom grooving to it. I can see my grandma grooving to it. I can even see my little 15-year-old cousin rocking to this. Like, I feel like it can touch all ages. And then it's like Daron is not trying to be... You know, he's not like, you know how a lot of these artists are doing now. What they're trying to do is go in the trap way, and it's just not working for them. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly people realize it was hard to sell when they tried to do an album like that. But anyway, it's just like, I feel like everybody can connect to this record. It just has that nice vibe to it, and I like it. And like I said, it's something like, it's different than what's on the radio right now. We need something that sounds different, and this Daron song sounds very different, and I like it. So y'all check it out. It's all on streaming, you know, your streaming platforms that ever you use, Apple, you know, Spotify, whatever, and he has it on his YouTube page. But the joint is dope, y'all. So this joint is entitled Say Something, and the joint knocks. So the last artist we are at, I discovered from singersroom.com. His name is Ricardo Williams, and he's from the UK. Now again, y'all know how I am. When I discover a new artist and I see a website talk about it, I need to see a live performance. I need to see if the talent is there. Because I'm fine with, we can party and we can rock off, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came in with the Rihanna joint, you know what I'm saying? We know Rihanna vocals ain't, you know, there. But we want to party, you know what I'm saying? And I get it. But when I want to talk about current R&B bangers, I want the person I'm going to talk about to have some talent. There got to be something there. And I went and I saw Ricardo performing Deeper and I Can't Make You Love Me. This brother sings. And I like, because you can feel what he's singing. The emotion is there. Like, you can tell he's singing from the heart and he's singing from the gut. And it's real, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, this dude could sing. And I'm like, okay. So then I listened to the original version, you know, the studio version of Deeper, and I was hooked. I said, this guy is dope. I followed him, and I was like, yo, he's a fan. He got a fan in me, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I was just like, this brother can sing. Like, why couldn't I find him earlier? You know, because now I can put him in the categories where I'm talking about dudes that can really sing. Like I said, Jay Ronell and Kevin Ross and Gene Noble and you know, who else is on it? B. Trenton and all these other guys that can really sing. He's in that category because this brother can sing. And like I said, you can feel it. So I was on his YouTube page for like an hour and a half, just like getting my life from every one of his songs and playing it twice and all that good stuff. But I was like, you know what? Let me get off this and go back to the song that I was introduced to him by. And the joint is called Come Over. And all I gotta say is, Ricardo, you did that. Like I told you on Twitter, you did that. And I had to talk about this joint on Current R&B Bangers. It's definitely R&B-ish, and I like it, and it's so catchy. And again, the joint is called Come Over, and it goes a little something like this. Here we go. Come over, come over, come over, come over, come over. Woo! Come on. Woo! Come on, yo. That nice and the chorus is so catchy. How could you not like it? I done sang Come Over like 15 times. And it's just so catchy, and it got a nice vibe to it, and it's that R&B, yo. It's real R&B, and I know that's really his vocals, especially seeing him live and hearing the other songs. I know that's Ricardo. It's no games, you know what I'm saying? And I like the record. I think the record is dope, and it deserves to get shine, y'all. It's on his Spotify. I'm gonna put all his information in the more info box. Really, I want y'all to check this brother out because he really sings, and I'm so happy that singersroom.com put him on, and I found him because I'm following him. When I'm here for vocals, and Ricardo has vocals. So y'all, the joint is called Come Over, and yo, please support this record. Like I said, it's on all streaming sites or whatever streaming you use, but yo, this song is dope. Well, y'all, that's it. Those are your 5 bangers for the week. PJ Morton's First Begin, Justin Garner with Love Without Heartbreak, Daron Jones with Say Something, APlus with Strangers, and Ricardo Williams with Come Over. Now, y'all go support these songs. As y'all heard all these songs that I talked about. Every one of them has talent. You hear the talent, the music sounds good. If it's slow, you hearing real vocals. If it's fast, you still hearing vocals and you can still groove to it. Even the mid-tempos, like really, y'all, support R&B, y'all. It really needs to be supported the right way on mainstream radio. We have so many artists out there that deserves this, and all these artists deserve to be on mainstream radio, just like the Beyoncés and the Rihannas and the Chris Browns and the Tory Lanez and all these people that they keep playing that they just say this is R&B and that's it. But they deserve it because these songs is just as good, if not better. And at least you know that there's no computer singing for him. That's neither here nor there. You can take the shade how you want it. Whatever. But again, y'all, for one more time, y'all know I'm going to continue to fight for this genre. I'm going to fight for it. I'm going to be on the goodness on this Thursday from 2 to 4. I'm going to be on every last Thursday doing Junior's World of Soul top 5 R&B songs of each month. So y'all check me out for real, y'all. I do this for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know I love it. So I appreciate if y'all come and y'all listen to me with my craziness, but I'm going to still give y'all some good music. So hopefully y'all check it out. But again, I'm going to put all the info in the more info box. But I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to get out of here talking about my favorite artist, Miss Mary J. Blige. She received two Oscar nominations. Nobody has done it. She's made history. Yo, 2. Best Supporting Actress and Best Original Song, and that's huge for the culture because y'all know Mary represents R&B, soul, and she also represents hip hop. And this is a girl that came from Slow Bomb in New York to now going to the Oscars with 2 nominations. That is just a beautiful thing. And you know what's so crazy? Her ex-husband, thought that her career was over. He thought it was over because he wasn't a part of it. And it's crazy that Mary is getting showered with all these blessings. It's so deserving. I'm so happy for her. I was talking about social media all day. I'm so proud of her. And you know what I'm saying? I got to go out with this song because her glow up is ridiculous. So why not go out with this anthem? And we going to go out like this. Here we go. Come on. All right. Here we go. Now you heard this one come. Don't have to take that, my love. You thought that you was so clever, but baby, you know I I know better. Peace. I'm out, y'all.